Galaxy Reptile says, just bought a Pilbara rock monitor. Little guy is amazing. Great dwarf species. Wow. How is that possible? Do you selling one on Craigslist right now, dude? Because that's the only way that makes sense.
Yeah, I don't think that anyone's brought up Pilbara monitors, dwarf monitors.
Never heard
ever,
the name.
On this. They used to be really they're not common, but you used to see them like they were more Pilbara dwarf monitors than there were Ackie monitors back 25 years ago.
Really?
Yeah, they were.
Pilbara
rocks were probably the most common of the dwarf Australian monitors, and now you hardly ever see them. So it's interesting that someone would have bought one and someone else on Craigslist could potentially have bought one. Because you don't see them around much. It's a monitor species I'd like to get because they're pull up a Pilbara rock monitor.
It's great to say.
Oh, they're so beautiful. They're popped up right there. They're such beautiful.
Ooh, okay.
Look at that.
How did Ackies take this over?
Yeah,
that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah, because they're more typical monitor, right? Because they don't.
This looks like little Elvis, dude. That's crazy.
They're really, really beautiful.
Yeah, almost like the spiky tail makes it like a different type of lizard,
it's almost like an agomid, right?
Yeah. This like has more monitor. Oh, I want one.
Yeah.
Can you put them communally, or are they kind of chilling?
Yeah, no, you should be able to. Yeah, I mean, at least a pair. Maybe a trio, something like that. These might be good for those new cages.
Oh,
we'll have to get on that. I'm going to write myself a note.
Well, yeah, maybe check out Craigslist later. There should be a bunch of listings out there.
There's a bunch of Pilbaras on Craigslist, from what I understand. They're nearly giving them away in the free section on Craigslist.
Trade for a Pepsi.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Well, congratulations, they're beautiful animals.
Seth says, also, Jay, you're a badass. And Brian, I won't compliment you because I know you get uncomfortable. LOL. You've inspired me to get a female SD.
Sexual transmitted disease?
No. Oh, I get it. Super dwarf.
Super dwarf.
Oh, shit.
I thought he was going to get.
I thought he was gonorrhea.
Chlamydia. Yeah, chlamydia or something.
I got Chlamydosaurus. No, he says
awesome.
A retic for my. Is it Kalatoa male?
Oh, yeah, Kalatoa. Yeah,
it should be a fun project.
Yeah, Kalatoas are really good. That's awesome. Good. Congratulations, and thank you for both respecting my lack of compliments.
While also complimenting.
But also the compliment. You're amazing.
Beautiful.
Thank you so much. And I promise there'll be a day when I can accept compliments with
ease and grandeur.
I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it.
EJ Aquatics threw $2 just for love.
Thanks, EJ.
Our boy Josh Fenelon, who was just here not too long ago.
Yeah, just literally a couple hours ago. By the way, I'm mad at you, Josh. I'm not going to kid you.
No.
I've got to tell him I'm mad at him.
Why are you mad?
Because, man, Dude, I've been eating so clean, man. So clean.
Oh, no.
So
and
clean.
What, he got all the nice pizza?
No, he got some pizza, and he offered it to me, right? He's like, have some pizza. And I'm like, no, I can't
eating
eat
clean.
Pizza. And then they left, and he's like, I'm leaving the pizza for you and the crew. And I freaking couldn't do it.
You crush a couple slices?
2 slices of pineapple.
Where did they get the pizza from?
Sorrento's, which is a good place.
It's a banger.
It's a good place, man. So I'm mad at you because you made me eat pizza.
Fucking jerk. Yeah, dude.
No, Josh is
we
a
love
great
you,
dude.
man.
No,
Seriously.
we love his whole family's amazing, and they spent some time here at the birthday party and had a great time with you. So look forward to hanging out with you. He's going to be our chef during the barbecue. This is very tentative, guys. September, the weekend of. Let me look on my calendar really quick
because I'm looking something up real quick.
Because I don't know what the actual September 13th is. So it'd be September 10th, 11th, and 12th. In that range. So say from 10th to the 12th, maybe Saturday night the 11th. Oh, God, September 11th. That's a kind of
Hey, last time we did Friday the 13th. This year we do Saturday.
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? 9/11.
Yeah.
So Oh, my God.
How does it happen, though? It's like, it's not on purpose.
This is ridiculous, yeah. So for those of you guys that don't know, we opened up 2.0 on Friday the 13th, and then, of course, the world shut down 2 days later. So we often say, like, what possibly could have went wrong when we open up something on Friday the 13th.
Crazy to
now
think
we're
that.
going to start promoting 9/11 as a barbecue. So if the world goes back to normal-ish by September 11th, we want to celebrate the anniversary of opening. Is it the second year?
The third.
So no, but it would be the second. It'd be the first year of
2.0.
So it'd be the third year of the Reptarium.
Yeah.
Year number 3.
Yes.
So the third anniversary. So September 11th.
Yeah, I guess 2 of the Reptarium 2.0. Be the second. Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So yeah, because I think that we open up ironically enough, I think we opened up the first Reptarium on September 10th.
Okay.
The very first Reptarium was September 10th, if I'm not mistaken. So September 11th, Saturday, if things go well, we're going to do a big bash here, open to whoever wants to come. And Josh is going to be the barbecuee because he's a chef.
He also said, thanks so much for today, guys. Everyone had an absolute blast, and you're all the best. We love you, man.
Yeah, we love you too, man. We appreciate it, man. His daughter gave me a cool sloth. Did you see the sloth cup that
Yes,
she gave
I did. That thing was
you put hot
badass.
water in it, and it turns into a sloth. I love it. So that's awesome.
OD Reptile says, I ordered 2 Leos from you. Beth is awesome. Like, we don't know that. She's a sweetheart.
No, Beth is great. We were just talking about that, how we're really, starting to get like the dream staff, you know, where just like every aspect of everybody that's involved in my business, our businesses, I should say, are really rock stars, I mean, like the best that we could ever imagine. And
which is not easy, guys. I hope you guys know that. Like, I know it might seem like, oh, dream jobs, everyone's going to be the top notch. Most people don't want to do the work that they think they're doing. You know what I mean?
No, yeah, there's a lot of spots that the turnover is great, and but we're getting, and now I think as a business owner, my job is to keep those rock stars happy and to keep them here forever, not just like, oh, I'm going to work this way. I was telling someone earlier, I think that like BHB as a beginning was kind of like everyone was going to work for me for 2 to 5 years. Like that was it. That was the shelf life, Every person you hired, you knew was going to leave. Now, most of my crew, there's a couple people that are like that. They, like Olivia, for instance, is, she wants to be a vet, so she's going to school. She's not going.
Yeah, she's
probably not going to be here eventually. But most of the people that work for me now, I think will work for me the next 20 years.
Yeah, I agree.
And now it's my job to make sure financially they're happy, benefit wise they're happy, and
enrichment wise,
and life wise they're happy, and that's what we're willing to do. We're willing to do everything we possibly can to keep the staff that we have.
And that's a good thing for you people starting businesses or doing anything. Like, obviously in the beginning you can't do that always, so you just you try to find the people. But when you have people that will do will treat your business like their own. Yeah. That's
it's important.
What you
got to reward them.
Because it's not often that happens.
No, and we're very blessed. So Beth is great. She's a wonderful person. I'm looking for a camera guy and an editor because my guy's an asshole. But
out of here, dude.
No, I'm very blessed, and not Jay obviously is not only great with
my brother, dude.
But we're best of friends, brothers, and I couldn't imagine every day without him. So I love you, Jay.
Love you too. V George came back. He gave us another 2 cents Canadian money, $6.99, but our money.
So what is the $6.99 about?
It said, saw you today in a virtual tour. Was wondering if you could ask to see specific animals. Had a great time with Jay.
Yes,
you absolutely can.
So I'm sorry that you didn't do that.
You just probably didn't know if he could.
So if you ever do a virtual tour with us, you can guide the entire tour. You could be like, hey, can I see this? Can I see this? Can I see this? Can I see this? 100%.
Jay would love that too.
Yeah, Jay probably would enjoy it better than him having to do it himself. Because I know when I used to do virtual tours, I don't do them anymore, just because I'm too busy with everything else. I loved it when the
people would get into it.
Be like, yeah, hey, could you show me Verde? And then you just go and do it rather than like, here's this, here's that, and Jay probably. So yes, please in the future do that.
Bald Reputation says, what would you tell, I'm guessing, someone that is going into breeding as a full-timer?
Yeah. Well, I would first say don't go into it too quickly. Yeah. Okay. So make sure you're ready to go in it full-time, because what you have to remember is, okay, when it's a hobby, let's say you have a job and you're making $500 a week, right, at your job, and you have your reptile business on the side. And so that $500 a week, you're paying your bills with, right? You're paying your rent, you're paying your house payment, whatever the case may be. And your business on the side is growing because all the money you're making, you're putting back into the next project, new rack systems, new this, new whatever the case is. As soon as you stop making that $500 a week on the job, and now that $500 a week has to be stolen from your business to pay your bills or whatever the case may be, however much money that may be, you're now stifling growth.
Yep.
And if you go too early in a business and start stealing money from it, that business will die. You got to remember that, unfortunately, 90+% of all business fail in the first 2 years.
Yep.
Right. So I always think be very conservative and wait it out till you. It's almost
until you can't work.
Right.
Your
This
job.
is what I've
I
said.
agree.
When you start working and it's costing you money to work, that's when you need to quit.
Yep.
You know?
It's so true, dude.
When you say like, okay, I made $500 this week, but I could have made $700 if I was home. $700 more than what I would have made. Like I would have made $700 more than what I would have made if I went to work.
Yeah.
That's when you quit your job.
Yep.
Don't quit it before that, because if you do, your chances of success are
Far
radically less. So keep that. Most people in the reptile business that had been successful really had really great seed money from a job, a career, retirement fund, whatever the case may be. And it's really difficult. Even most people don't know this, but I worked a job for 5 years.
Yep.
First I worked a pet shop. I was working at a pet shop, and then went right from the pet shop to a real job. What I hated the job, but
I know.
a job I hated for 5 years. And that's what it was. I got to a point where I was losing money working. And that's why I quit.
Yep.
And I went to my boss, and I was making good money at this place. And I went to my boss and I said, I just can't do this anymore, because I could make twice the money I'm making here at home with the amount of hours I'm putting at here. So I've got to go and do my own thing. And realistically, I look back and I think I worked that job about 5.5 years. I tell people all the time, I think I worked 2 years too long.
Yeah.
I think if I would have quit 2 years earlier, I would have been ahead of the game.
Further ahead, yeah.
But that still meant I spent 3.5 years doing something I hated.
In order to do what you love.
Yeah, in order to do what I love. So that's my advice to you.
Yeah, no, for sure. I always, I love the saying where it's, do what 99% of people won't do, so you can live like 99% of people can't live.
Yeah,
and that's the best thing to do.
It takes a long time to get there. It does. It's not overnight.
Solid Serpent says mole snakes from South Africa. They look like Pituophis. Why are they not popular pets over here?
It's a great question. I think they don't eat rodents well, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that because I've never worked with them, but I believe that they're not as easy to. I think they're like a lizard eater or something like that. And then the other thing is I just don't know that they get exported. Like take for instance a snake I love is Cape file snakes. If you look up and these things are freaking incredible. It's one of my favorite. It's one of my favorite snakes.
It almost looks like that dragon snake or whatever it's called, right?
And they're being bred not very commonly, but they're being bred pretty commonly over in South Africa, and very few people have them here in the country. So I've been trying to get them imported for the last couple of years, and I'm hoping this year we can actually import some Cape file snakes. I know there are some in the country, and there are some file snakes in the country that aren't Cape files. Not as pretty, right?
Yeah, those are gorgeous.
The Cape files are the ones that are banging, man, just absolutely incredible. So I've had the opportunity to maybe even pick up a couple of the other African files, and I just haven't been interested in them. I want the Cape files. So I have some good friends of mine, Ralph, ironically enough, over in down by Durban, who produce a bunch from Ultimate Reptile Exotics, and they are going to send me some this year, hopefully. They say they're going to, so I really hope that happens because they're really cool.
Damn, son.
Can we rail this in?